What's up, J-Bays? It's Victoria James, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, that means you're not yet a J-Bay, and I'd love for you to become one by clicking the red subscriber button so it turns gray, and then you're a J-Bay. J-Bays are the best bays in YouTube because they tune in whenever I upload to chit chat and all that about high-end and luxury beauty. I dressed for the occasion, friends, because we are reviewing Pat McGrath and Bridgerton's collaboration 2. This is the second collaboration. I did not purchase anything from the first collaboration, child. I'm gonna go ahead and just start off getting the elephant in the room out of the way. I do not like the packaging. It's just not my zhuzh. It's not my vibe. I think if you watch the show and you're a fan of the show and this is like, you love period pieces, you love to kind of dress in that way and all that good stuff, you're gonna love this. This is gonna be your jam. You're gonna live. I just have a cup, like, this is fine, you know, whatever. This girl, this is a lot. Let's talk about it first. Why not? So this is the, let me get it. Okay, Blushing Delights blush and highlighter, and comes with 4, as you can see, 4 products in here. You get 3 blushes. They're all baked. And then you get this girl up here, which is a baked highlighter. And I'm just going to read off to you what they are. I don't know why it's upside down. It's kind of annoying. Champagne Venus is the highlighter. Number 2, I guess, would be here. Aphrodisia, Budding Romance, and Berry Brilliance. Now, I'm a major fan of Pat's blush formula, so I wanted to try the product. But I hate this packaging, friends. This is so bulky. Why, mother? Listen now, we grown-ass women. Mother, we are grown-ups. I wish I could pop these out so bad. I wish I could just pop them out and put them in a palette because these are lovely. Let's go into the application. I used the synthetic brush to apply them. And I used the 2 that are actually baked. I think the one at the bottom is just a matte. But I used the 2 that are baked. And those ones are Aphrodisia and Budding Romance. So I started off with Budding Romance, I believe. I can't tell because it's upside down in my component. But I started off with the sort of warmer of the 2 blushes. Let's just put it that way. And I put that all over my cheeks from the apples up into the temple. I love this color. I think it's really pretty. It's a sort of natural blush if melanated women blushed. You know what I'm saying? So I really love this color. I think it's gorgeous. And get into that shine, okay? Because it's baked and it's got a little bit of that highlight in it. It's giving your cheek dimension. I think that's so pretty on literally anybody. Then I went into the cool toned pink blush, the baked one, and I went ahead and just put that on the apples because I just wanted a little more pop, a little more neutral, sort of leaning pink, right? Because I'm combining the warm with the cool. And I think it turned out really gorgeous. Super, super pretty. So then I decided to go in with Champagne Venus, of course. I'm going to use the highlight in here. And when I swatched this on my hands, girl, did not expect it to come out the way that it did. It looks really pretty on. I will say, if you don't like micro glitter, you won't like it because it's got it prominent. So here you are. There you go, baby. Let me just zoom in. You see that? I thought it was going to look ashy because of how it presents, right? Let's try to get in a little bit closer if you can see that micro glitter there. Yeah. So I thought that it was going to give me ash, but it doesn't. Now, I did say to myself, let me trust Mother. Because Mother's, like, I think we're about the same complexion. She's not going to make something that she can't wear. So let me try it. And I'm glad I did. It's very pretty. I don't think it's one that I'm going to use all the time. Mainly because I don't like this packaging. I ain't shit. Ain't nobody ever going to send me PR. But anyway, like, this is very pretty formula. It's very soft. Even though it's, you know, it's baked, it still picks up nice. Like you can see on my finger here, I use synthetic brushes for pretty much the entire application here. What ends up happening is this sort of ashy whiteness melts into your skin So you don't end up with this ash. You end up with the sparkle and a little bit of like a gold because it melted into your skin. That's what it does for me. I think it looks really pretty. I might not keep this palette. Not because I don't like what's in it. I just want to be clear. Everything in here is pretty. It's just, I don't want to look at this every day. I'm going to put it in my drawer. I'm putting it in my drawer. And so let's talk about the blushes, friends. This one was the one that really caught my eye because of course, would you? Could you? Anyway, these 3 blushes are very pretty. I think that they are flattering for pretty much anyone. There's something in here for everybody, which I mean, duh. Mother is great. So there are the blushes. And I just feel like those would work. You're going to have at least a blush and then the highlight, right? That will work for you. I sincerely hope she repackages these. I'll buy it again. I'll buy it again. I really hope that she ends up repackaging this because this is pretty. Come on, look. Do you see it? Do you see that little bit of sheen on these 2 out here? So pretty. Whew. And then next up is the eyeshadow palette. This is called the Mothership Belle of the Ball. And this is one of like the Mothership minis, you know, 6 panners, right? Except it's in the new packaging. So magnetic closure, mirror at the top, and then your shades. And these shades are smaller than the original pans. Even the quads have been scaled down in size, and I believe that has something to do with the change in manufacturers. These eyeshadows are made in Italy. Come on, flap. There we go. So as you can see, the pans are different in size. You're pretty much getting half the product for the same price. I don't know how I feel about that, but I also know that I don't be using up eyeshadow. Either you care or you don't. I personally don't mind. It's fine. I'm still getting the same quality. I'm still getting the same pigmentation. And it's easier to store, girl. Like, collections be stacking. I got, you know, I need my space. Let me go ahead and swatch everything for you and then I'll just name them off, okay? All right, my loves. Here are the swatches against the palette here. So I'm gonna go this way and then I'm gonna go this way, okay? So we have a Diamond Desire, Refinement, pardon. We have Diamond Desires, Regency Romance, Refinement, Forever Charmed, Daring Dandy, and Forbidden Amour. Very pretty color story. I personally find this to be a unique color story. I don't have a color story like this in another palette, but I do have some of these shades in either a blush or an eyeshadow, like some of them, right? Like we all had that skin show. If you have one of Mother's palettes, small Mothership, big Mothership, quad, doesn't really matter. She'll pop a skin show shade up in there somewhere. Then you've got these girls. These 2 right here are giving Divine Rose 2, right? Might not be exact, but close. This though, this girl, she is the selling point of this palette. Look at that intensity. You can wear that as the all over lid shade and just really shock the girls and really just like hit it. Or you can do what I did and just keep it on the inner corner. A little subtlety, a little pizzazz, okay? A little brightening. Then we have probably a lot of people's favorite, right? This is kind of like an antique gold with a little green leaning, right? I'm an olive girl. I freaking love an olive. I love a hunter. You know, like I love antique gold. I'm not a huge like super bright gold fan, but I find these colors, you know, if you don't have a lot of Pat McGrath, this is a very nice palette to get. It's very pretty, it's very easy to wear, and I do find that the deepest shade in here builds nicely on my complexion. This one builds nicely, so I have it as a little bit of the crease shade and then to add a little depth in the corner there, and I think it looks really good. I put every single color on my lids just for y'all. Just for y'all. On a normal day, seriously, on a normal day, I'd probably put like 2 or 3 on. I'm not gonna do too much, right? Or hell, a 1 and done, right? But I wanted to try all 6 to show you what it's looking like. So let's go ahead into the demo, friends. First up is going to be that deep shade Forbidden Amour. Is that it? Or is it Forever Charmed? I don't know. Forbidden Amour. Forbidden Amour. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the crease, diffuse it a lot, and then follow it up on the main lid with a dense brush and put Regency Romance on the lid. And I did have to go in twice, and I know why. So I set my lids with my concealer and then I powdered them. And I think that that does take away from the pigmentation that you would get if you were using a eyeshadow primer. An eyeshadow primer, or you know, like kept your concealer tacky, right? You would get a lot more pigmentation right off the bat. So I did go in twice with each shade, and I got the same level of pigmentation that I'm after when I normally do it with an eyeshadow primer. So Mother's formula hasn't changed. It was just my method of doing it that meant I was going to have to layer, and that's fine by me. I prefer doing it that way because you can always add, but you can't take away as easy. All right. Next, I went in with the shimmers. So right in the center of both of my lids, going into the hood of my hooded lid, I went in with that beautiful green shade Forever Charmed, and just a little, you know, little shimmer, shimmying up the lid there. Then I followed that up with my inner corner highlight. The inner corner highlight ended up being Daring Dandy because I absolutely love this shade and I just wanted to be the focal point. By the time I go and relax my eyelids, you can hardly see most of these colors, and I just really wanted that green to stand out, that minty, frosty goodness. It's so, so pretty. Next, on sort of in between that green and the sort of antique gold, I decided to put a little bit of Diamond's Desire. No, is it Refinement? Apologies, it's Refinement. I put a little bit of Refinement to sort of merge those two shades. And then on my lower lash line, after going back in with Forbidden Amour, I used the final shade, which is Refinement. No, Diamond's Desire. Child, this back of this palette. I used Diamond's Desire to merge those two shades together as well. So I used all 6 shades and achieved this look. I popped on a little bit of liner, lashes, etc. off camera. Now for the lips, you guys. I did purchase 3, but I only used 2 in the video. I purchased 2 shades, so I'll go ahead and swatch those for you now. And I just want to say, these are so cute. This is my favorite packaging out of the entire collection. So freaking pretty. I love these bows. It's really kind of like a throwback to Mother's lip that she usually has on her components. I will say these don't weigh the same. These are a little more plasticky. And I do see brands kind of leaning towards more like sustainable packaging. And so I think that might be the reason for the change here. But I still think, you know, the product that you're getting is quality. And so let's have a look at this first one here. This is a Neglige. This is on the majority of my lips. And this formula is the Luxe Trance, I believe. No, SatinAllure. I'm sorry, it's a new formula. SatinAllure. These are freaking amazing. I love these. Look at that color. This works with so many skin tones. So many. I mean, I believe it was advertised on a woman of pale complexion or like a light medium complexion. And look at it on your girl. Like, yes. I put just the tiniest bit of ground control, which is one of Mother's lip liners. I put that just on the outer edge just to keep my, you know, how you get that like paleness around your lips. I just wanted to color it in, girl. It's not on my entire lip. But this is giving you the color on my lips. Then I took this beauty right here. I love this color so much. This is Nude Romantique 2. And I did nick it a little bit. I hate when I do that. But anyway, I use this to just brighten the center of my lip. They're very similar in tone. But this one is lighter. A little cooler. And so that's just brightening up the center of my lip there. The first time I wore these lippies, I wore Neglige. But I wore the main lip color as this one right here, which is Entranced. Hi. She's a beaut. And this Satin Trance formula is phenomenal. I just want to say, like, where have you been all my life? This girl is... first of all, look at that color. Let's focus. Look at that color. These are stunning. I would have purchased all of them if I wasn't trying to, you know, I was buying a lot of stuff at once. And so I had to be, you know, a little cautious. This is my favorite part of the collection. If I was to tell you to pick up anything, it would be these. These SatinAllures. My gosh. Formula is so moisturizing. So pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I love it. I love it. And so that is the Bridgerton collection, part 2 with Pat McGrath. My final thoughts are the products are producting, all right? Mother delivers. And that's just facts. Packaging, though, left a little something to be desired for me. That's why I didn't get the body shimmer, for the same reason. Ciao. I say all that to say, looking forward to a repackaging of these colors on this blush and highlight. Thank you. And the eyeshadow palette is lovely. If you are interested in it, it's worth a purchase. It's not that crazy in price, $65. Mother be having sales, so wait on that. And these lipsticks are a must-have. 1 or 2 is gonna do you just right, okay? So that's me. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the look. If you enjoy my content, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. That's how you communicate with me without commenting. I know a lot of you guys watching don't comment. It's fine. But let me know you enjoyed what I do by just click, half a second, boom, click. Let me know you like my content so that I can keep making the things that you like, okay? If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe, become a J-Bay. We do love to fellowship about all things beauty in the high-end luxury realm. And so I would love for you to be here. I am gonna try to go live once a week starting next month. So I hope to see you here. All right? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.